in the 3,900 crore rupee AB Birla Group tax tussle. ET now has learnt that Idea Cellular and Aditya Birla Telecom have both challenged the tax bill that was raised on a 4-year-old demerger. Ashwin Mohan is joining in from our Mumbai newsroom with exclusive details. Ashwin, really take us through this news. What forum, for one, have the two companies decided to move?
Well, Tanya, I understand from top-level sources that Idea Cellular and ABTL, that's Aditya Birla Telecom Limited, have filed appeals at the CIT appeals. It is a single-member judicial authority. It is an independent judicial authority that has the power to either confirm, enhance or reduce the quantum of demand orders. I believe from top-level sources that these appeals were filed by both the companies last week, and these appeals have sought, in fact, a stay on the demand orders. Now, keep in mind that the total quantity, of course, is 3,900 crore rupees. This particular tax bill was slapped on the AB Birla Group for a demerger that was struck way back in 2009. And the main argument of the Aditya Birla Group seems to be that this entire demerger was done merely for administrative purposes. There was no transaction of funds, there was no financial transactions. So therefore, how come the taxability component has been pulled up by the Income Tax Department? That seems to be the core of their arguments. More specifically, though, I understand that the ABTL appeal before CIT appeal says that the entire demerger was done for a nil consideration. So therefore, the argument of the Income Tax Department that there was a slump sale on which capital gains arose does not lie. And therefore, since it was done for a nil consideration, there was no capital gains. When there is no capital gains, how can tax arise? That specifically is the argument of ABTL. As far as Idea is concerned, Idea, I understand from sources, has told the CIT appeals in its application that it had acquired a capital asset out of the demerger scheme which was duly approved by the High Courts, and no income arose on it. So therefore, if no income arose on it, how could Idea be taxed? So that, in a nutshell, is the arguments of both these entities that have been hit by this massive order. We can expect the hearings to begin soon from the CIT appeals, but clearly the AB Birla Group hitting back at the taxman, because they had in fact been quite surprised, because remember, this is a test case of sorts. It's in fact probably the first time that corporate demergers have come under the tax net, and this is an important case, Tanya, not only for the AB Birla Group but also for corporates as a whole, because tax experts are telling me that with this kind of tax demands being imposed on corporates, demergers could become very risky, and also transaction costs could also go up. So therefore, this is a test case which is important not only for the Birla Group but for corporates as a whole. But we'll have to wait and watch to see how the CIT appeals responds once hearings begin in this big ticket case, Tanya.